Hüskoy, in the northwestern corner of Turkey, offers breathtaking natural beauty. More importantly, the vineyards here are blessed with plenty of sunshine. This has been a winemaking region for 3,000 years. For Cem Çentintas, making wine is a labour of love. He began growing grapes 10 years ago, but he's now an exception in these parts.
The past 10 years have seen a lot of grapevines destroyed and replaced with olive trees. The state used to buy grapes from the vintners, mostly for the making of the spirit raki. Once that ended, the farmers had no more customers and had to stop production.
Devout Muslims generally consider alcohol to be prohibited, but here in Hüskoy, nobody seems too bothered by the issue. For decades, the village thrived on winemaking. That was before the ruling Justice and Development Party intervened.
This government has destroyed winemaking. After they'd broken up the state alcohol producers, prices for a kilogram of grapes dropped from 70 cents to 10.
At the same time, the tax on alcohol has been rising continually. In addition, the government is currently planning legislation that would mean wine bottles having mandatory labels with warning messages, in similar style to cigarette packs. Prime Minister Tayyip Erdogan is a champion of the drive against alcohol. He denies that the religious orientation of his party is behind his motives, instead citing the protection of young people as his priority. The restrictions on alcohol are keenly felt among shopkeepers here in the Üsküdar neighbourhood of Istanbul. Selling alcohol is no longer permitted in the vicinity of mosques or schools. Harun Bulbul was given 2 weeks' notice to remove or paste over his beer advertisements and make his kiosk free of alcohol. He points out with frustration that it's illegal to sell drink to people under the age of 21 anyway.
100 meters from a school it's prohibited, but 101 meters it's okay? It's ridiculous. If all I can sell now is soft drinks, I'll go out of business in 2 or 3 months.
Conservative local residents, however, support the city government's anti-alcohol measures.
Alcohol is harmful and should never be available near schools.
Like tobacco, alcohol should be combated by the government.
Well done to the authorities, I say.
Just a couple of miles away, the mood couldn't be more different. The Turkish wine industry is hosting a tasting event. Despite the growing political pressure, however, the production sector is booming. There are more Turkish brands of wine than ever before, with demand from abroad being a major factor.
Over the last 2 years, Turkish wines have won over 500 awards worldwide. The government supports us on the tourism and export fronts. But when it comes to marketing wine in Turkey itself, they subject us to bigger and bigger obstacles, especially as regards sales and advertising.
Will Istanbul's connoisseurs soon have to go abroad to savour their own country's fine wines?
The pressure and the restrictions are growing. But I'm not giving up hope.
The government won't manage to turn 75 million Turks into pious people.
Cem Çentintas tends to his Merlot. He's determined to carry on, despite having faced raids by the police after anonymous tip-offs to the authorities alleging illegal alcohol production. Sometimes, however, he envies his colleagues in Italy or France.
In Western Europe, vintners are considered the aristocrats of the agricultural sector. It's totally different here in Turkey. We have to apply for permits for everything, and we have to pay a special tax.
As Ankara puts the screws on booze, is the millennia-old tradition of winemaking in this part of ancient Thrace about to come to an end?